already have a YouTube name? You already have a YouTube name?
Yes.
What is it?
Spent.
What is it?
Spent.
Spent? Spent is your YouTube name?
Yes.
Well, this YouTube name is Blue Line RV Adventures. And this is my grandson Tristan. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. I actually think this is the second video you've been in. I got you at the very end of one of my very first videos. But today, Tristan and I are up in the woods. Let me kind of pan around here for a little bit. We are definitely not in Phoenix, Arizona. As you look at these woods, we are just a few minutes outside of Williams, Arizona, up north. And more specifically, we are probably about 15 or 20 minute drive west of Flagstaff off of Interstate 40. And we are starting a new segment of Blue Line RV Adventures called Get to Know Your Backyard. You know what that means?
No.
No, and a lot of people probably don't know what that means. If you think we're going to go exploring people's backyards and try to find out who's got the best landscaping or who's not cutting their grass or who is cutting their grass or something like that, no, not at all. Get to know your backyard has to do with the state that you're living in right now. Because I think a lot of people, believe it or not, really kind of take for granted the states that they're in. I mean, there's so many neat things to do, and it's all the states we live in. But every summer comes around, and you've done the same thing, and I have too, is we all load up the car, or sometimes we fly away in a jet, and we leave the state and we go to different vacation spots all over the place. You've been to Hawaii a couple times, been to California.
Yeah.
I know that when I was a little boy your age, where do you think I wanted to go when I was your age?
Hawaii and California.
No, I did Disneyland. I did want to go to California a lot. So I went to Disneyland all the time. So all I wanted to do, and I think when we do that, we kind of miss a lot of the really neat hidden gems within the states we're at. In fact, one of my favorite places to go to now in Arizona is a place I didn't go to just a couple of years ago. I spent over 46 years in this state growing up here, and never been to this place before, and now I go there. I want to keep going back and back and back. And do you know what that is? Probably no clue, right?
I know what it is.
It's where they have cowboys at.
Oh.
What?
I don't know.
It's Tombstone, Arizona, just south of Tucson. I was, like I said, I was born and raised in Phoenix, and well, I was born in Phoenix, raised in Arizona, and spent most of my adult life here, except for a few years when I was in the Navy, and never went to Tombstone. There's a lot of neat places here in Arizona I've never been to before. Never been to Canyon de Chelly. I've never been to the Hopi Indian Reservation, seen some of the beautiful things we've got up there.
And this is your first time at Bearizona.
Yeah, and we are in Bearizona now. Well, actually, it's my second time. This is my second time here, but we're going to try to introduce Bearizona to some of the people that come to Phoenix or Arizona to look at the Grand Canyon and to go to maybe Tombstone or places like that that are really, really neat. But there's a lot of other neat places here that people don't get a chance to see. They just kind of not really heard of it, or just kind of ignore it. And a lot of people live right here in Arizona have probably never been to Bearizona. So we're in Arizona, live in Bearizona. Boy, I'm gonna get my tongue tied here. She sells by the seashore. You probably have no idea what that means, do you? No. Anyways, so we're gonna go explore our own backyards. That's what Karen and I want to do. And on this segment, we are Bearizona is probably about 2.5 hours outside of Phoenix, and we're gonna go explore. We're gonna go get in our car. It's basically an animal park. We're gonna get in our car, we're gonna drive through. Look at that big bird over there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. It's like that's a peacock. GoPro's not real good for zooming in, but there's a big peacock over there. Anyways, it's an animal park, but instead of walking through like a zoo, you get in your car and you drive through, and they've got bears that roam free. In fact, they even have, I think, wolves that roam free out here too. And so we're gonna go see some of that, and we're gonna kind of give a lowdown on our impressions of it. So far, it's really beautiful. I mean, it's right now it's September the 30th, so it's a little bit cool up here, but gosh, if you were down in the valley of Phoenix, in the summertime in July, when it's like 110 or something like that, this would be a great place to escape. Bring the family, bring the kids up here. It's not nearly as expensive it is to go to Disneyland or something like that, and actually you're gonna have a really good time up here. So we're gonna go ahead and explore our backyard. In this case, we're gonna explore our backyard in the state of Arizona, and in this segment, we're gonna be exploring Bearizona. So you ready to go explore? Let's go check it out. Tristan, I need you to pay very, very close attention to this sign. Here, stand over here. Now, I want you to read that sign and tell me what it says.
Bear warning?
Bear warning.
Seriously?
Yeah, it says bear warning avoid being seriously mauled, do not feed the bears. And it's like a picnic table and there's bears all around. So I think we definitely need to avoid that. Here is camp at your own risk. Bears spotted in area. Now, I really don't think there's any bears here. Not in this part. I think these signs are just more for jokes. So yeah, don't get all freaked out. Don't say, oh my God, I'm never bringing my kids out here. No, it's not like that at all. This is actually, I'm sure all the bears are an enclosed area. This is basically the touristy site inside of where there's a gift shop behind us and a few things like that. I think the most dangerous animal we're gonna spot over here is this peacock. Come on, you wanna go look at this peacock? Come here. Shh, we're hunting wabbits.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
I don't think you're ever gonna sneak up on him, but he's got some big feet. Okay, we are making our way over to a bear. Look at that, go up there. There's Grandma right there. What do you think? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. Oh, he's way up there.
That's the porcupine.
Way up there. Right behind that tree.
I thought it was a hole.
Kind of dark, wasn't he?
He's dark. He's good at camouflaging himself.
Oh, I don't know if that's showing up very well, but there's a beaver. There's a beaver right there.
He's huge. Tristan, do you see him?
That's a big beaver.
That is a
He's very fat.
He's very fat.
Mexican or American? There's a mountain goat right there.
Where?
He's right there.
Oh, yeah.
So we've entered the driving portion of Bearizona. We're not supposed to put our windows all the way down, but we're not supposed to put our windows down at all, I don't think. But we're putting them down just a crack. There's no bears here. I don't think they would keep bears in with the mountain goats.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that or not. But right about over there is a reindeer.
Oh, yeah, I see a reindeer.
Now, oh, there's another one right there. Now, reindeers are not native to Arizona, but they are still beautiful animals nonetheless. So there's one with big antlers.
This is how we get around this seatbelt roll. Okay. Look at this. Aren't they cute? Aren't they handsome? They're so handsome.
How come all the burros you see are handsome?
love Rose. Rose is so handsome.
Tristan,
You're gonna have to keep your eyes open.
Tristan, where are we at?
The tundra wolves.
Can you point to the sign?
Wolves are naturally shy. I'm not necessarily sure these guys are gonna be out and about.
Unless you're a werewolf. Right about now, if you could, you'd be kicking me under the seat. 3 wolves right there, Tristan. I think they're eating something. Is that pretty cool?
That's very cool. Be ready for anything, buddy.
I see a bear straight ahead.
What? No.
I do. Do you see him, Tristan?
Yeah, I saw him.
Maybe the Arctic wolves.
Bears, bears.
Oh yeah, we got to make sure our windows are up.
Look it to the right, baby. To the left.
Yeah, I've already seen
Holy smokes.
that. I've already seen that one.
Nope, I don't believe this is that one.
Oh, see one? See one?
Oh
it's
yeah.
It's in the burrow.
Yeah.
He's saying hello. He was waving his hand.
Is that what he was doing?
I believe
Yeah.
he was scratching himself.
And there's one up there in the tree. See
There's
that
one
black
in the
thing?
tree?
Yeah, look.
Oh
There's
yeah.
one up on the tree. See
Holy
in that
shit,
on
these
that
guys
tree?
are just hanging out.
Okay, we have entered Bear City, USA. There are bears. There's easily a dozen.
Bear.
Yeah, there's one crossing the road right there. There's easily
Oh, look, a baby bear.
a baby bear. There's easily a dozen bears within a 50-yard area, at least.
Right? So
Can I vlog?
You want to vlog?
Yeah.
You want to be a photographer? Okay. Tristan Elkin taking over photography duties for Blue Line RV Adventures.
So.
Yeah, I think if you just you look right there, hold it right there. There's a big bear right there.
Wait, I can't get a very. Oh yeah, I got him. Now finish.
Yes, you're gonna take back over the duties of the vlogger.
I'm just gonna move because this guy is gonna go around me.
Okay.
You want to do a narration? You have to say, what are we looking at? Okay.
We saw the black bear.
Okay, you saw the black bear, and was it scary or not?
It wasn't that scary.
Would you recommend that this is a good place to come with other boys and girls?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yes, it was.
Would you want to come back here again?
Yes.
I've got my YouTube vlogging assistant, Tristan Elkin. Tristan, thank you. Well, I got to hold it like this. So I got my, so where did we just come from? We came from the bears, right?
Yes.
Okay, where are we headed to now?
We're headed to the zoo thing over there.
The zoo thing over here, and then what else are we going to see? The Birds of Prey show. Birds of Prey show.
And I wonder if you could help me by yelling out. What is the bird that comes out at night? What is it? Oh, yeah, nice going. Now this is one time you can raise your hand. I'm going to need a brave volunteer to come up here and help me. Okay, with the green shirt, you were pretty fast on the draw there. Come on up here. Now, Connor's no longer this good-looking young man. He's now a good-looking young mouse. Now, Connor, I'm going to make it a little tough on you because it is the middle of the night. We want to recreate that so when the owls come out. So we're going to have you wear a blindfold. You'll have to listen for the owl, okay? Squeak if you hear it fly, okay? Well, that was pretty close. What do you think? Our birds that are comfortable flying over your head get close to you. Well, there's a really good reason.
Smokes.
We don't.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up from Williams, Arizona, specifically just outside of Williams. We are in Bearizona, and we have really had a wonderful time. This whole experience just drives home the point that you got to get to explore your backyard, your home states. You know, it's just a really, really neat experience. It wasn't that expensive. It was $60 for Karen and I to get in. We looked at the receipt and we found out later on that they did not charge Tristan. So Tristan was 7 years old, so at very least apparently 7 years and younger are apparently free because they didn't charge Tristan. They just charged Karen and I. Whether that was an overlap or whether it's 7 and younger are free, I'm not quite sure. Do your research, make sure you Google. But I did find out that they offer a 10% military discount. So it was well worth it. I mean, for $60 to spend the afternoon up here, I mean, I saw more bears today than I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, they were right there. And then the raptor show was fantastic, and the other animals had a great time up here with the grandkid. In fact, he's rolling me over this way, so I guess they want to get going and have dinner. But we had a wonderful time, and we're going to wrap it up now. We're going to go get some dinner in Flagstaff, head back down to Phoenix. But again, highly recommend Bearizona outside of Williams. You'll have a wonderful time.